Another surprise bike revealed today by Triumph after the Speed Twin RS a few weeks ago, this time the brand new Tiger 800 Sport. Now, I've owned the Trident 660, the Street Triple 765, and I'm currently riding a Tiger 900 Rally Pro. I've also extensively ridden the Tiger 660 Sport, and even though the 800 was only revealed today, which means nobody's ridden it yet, of course, I reckon it's going to feel like a mashup of these four bikes. And that's an idea I find very appealing. Okay, it's not going to tear around a track like a Street Triple or scramble up gravel roads like my 900, but it is more substantial, more suited to touring than the Tiger 660, and its engine and chassis are based on the Trident, which is a decent starting point for any bike. It could well combine the best qualities of all the above into one neat all-round package that can take on the likes of the BMW F900XR, which I also owned for 6 months, and the Yamaha Tracer 9, which I've ridden countless times. I know that looks are subjective, but I think this is genuinely a good-looking bike, especially in yellow. Similar lines to the Tiger 660, only beefier, more substantial, offering better protection from the wind and rain, and its larger fairing and tank, plus the side deflectors at the base of the windscreen, like on my Tiger 900. It's certainly been designed with sports touring in mind. 17-inch wheels front and rear, shod with Michelin Road 5 tyres, are a clear indication of its intended purpose. Even the gentlest of gravel tracks will probably be off limits, but it should at least be able to go the distance with its generous 18.5 litre tank. By way of comparison, that's only 1.5 litres less than on the much larger Tiger 900's 20 litre tank, 1.5 litres more than the Tiger 660, and a full 4.5 litres more than the Trident's 14 litres. It's reasonably well equipped with a standard quick shifter, which should be excellent if it's anything like the one on my 900. You also get passive cruise control, cornering ABS, and traction control, LED lights, and a very legible dash. Legible but not very stylish, it has to be said. Those white lines and circles look a bit naff, but at least you do get all the information you need, and a simple turn-by-turn navigation and Bluetooth connectivity are also thrown in as standard. I wouldn't necessarily count too much on that though, as we could never get this to work properly either on my Trident, which uses basically the same screen, or on my Tiger 900, which means I can't use the GoPro controls, which is something I bought the bike for. 835mm seat height and the promise of a slim standover, which sounds good. By way of comparison, my Tiger 900 is a quite imposing 860 or 880mm, so this new 800 should be accessible to a wider public. What else? Well, the suspension seems okay. It's adjustable at least. Good tyres and brakes, even though you don't get the big gun Brembos that come with the bigger, more expensive Triumphs. Rider modes, you get classic, road, sport and rain. I guess that's all you need on a bike like this. I just hope they've made them genuinely different, because there's nothing worse than swapping between modes only to find they're exactly the same as each other. There's a lot of accessories available, including some nice looking luggage that clips directly onto the seat frame without the need for ugly carriers, BMW GS style, which is nice. Expensive though, as always, at nearly €1,000 by the time you've got all the must-have inner bags and whatnot. Factory luggage does look great, but I prefer aftermarket solutions from the likes of Givi, Shad or SW Motec, simply because you can hang on to it when you sell your bike and just buy the racks or the adapters for your new bike. The Tiger 800 also offers a comfort seat in standard or low height, not heated, price not yet available, heated grips at around €320, and many other things that you don't really need, like an Akropovich N-Can, which offers no improvement in engine performance and will likely cost a lot. So, would I be tempted by one of these over its rivals, or even over the other models in the Triumph lineup that I've already mentioned? Well, take this with a pinch of salt, because no one has ridden the bike yet, but going on the photos and the spec sheets, I'd maybe buy it over a Street Triple, because a friend of mine bought a 765 RS 6 months ago, and he's already looking to sell it, and I know why. As he says himself, it's fantastic when you're in the mood, but it's a bit full on when you just want to waft home after a heavy lunch, for example. I'd take the Tiger 800 over a Trident because it looks better in my opinion. It gets better brakes and suspension and has a lot more power. I'd take it over the Tiger 660 Sport because it's a bigger bike physically and looks to offer greater comfort for rider and pillion. I'd also take it over the BMW F900XR because I've always found that Rotax engine very bland, the main reason I sold mine, and the bike itself, the BMW, is getting a bit long in the tooth now. I'd take the 800 over my 900 mainly for the price difference, about 5,000 euros here in Portugal. But of course I'd have to forego off-road antics and luxuries like the heated seats, and I do quite enjoy those. How about what is arguably the Tiger 800's most direct competitor, the Tracer 9? Well, unless you splash out on the much more expensive, all singing, all dancing GT Plus, its twin face dash is a bit weird and the fit and finish is nowhere near as nice as Triumph's. So I guess it's all going to come down to the engine. The Tracer's is one of the best in the business, but maybe this new 800cc engine from Triumph will be a match for it, or even move the game on a bit. I'll deliver my final verdict once I've ridden it in the new year. Let me know in the comments if you're tempted by the new Tiger 800 Sport based on the specs and photos, and as always, thanks for watching.